Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Power BI PL300 exam series. This is your host, Apka Consultant, bringing you episode 16, where we will be looking at question number 16 on the ongoing practice set. So today's topic is model relationship in Power BI Desktop. And for those of you who have not been following this series, I request you to go through the playlist which will pop up in this video and in which all of the rest earlier 15 questions are covered. So yeah, that being said, let's jump to question number 16. So yeah, here's the question. In a Power BI data model, what type of relationship should be established between a products table which lists products sold and a sales table which records transactions to efficiently analyze sales by product? Option 1, 1 to 1. Option B, 1 to many. Option C, many to 1. And option D, many to many. So you have 10 seconds to mark your option. Your time starts now. So your time's up. Let's see what is the solution. So is by default 1 to many denoted by 1 is to n. So let's look at the overall explanation of one to many relationships. And again, you can go through this slide. You can pause the video here so that improve your understanding on this topic. The next slide obviously covers the benefits of one to one relationship, talking about efficient analysis, data integrity, and it's a simplified model in Power BI desktop. And the last slide on explanation covers why other options are not correct, what is one to one, what is many to one, and what is to many relationship. As again, you can pause these explanation parts so that you are practicing and also understanding what are the different relationship types, cardinality in Power BI desktop. So yeah, that being said, it covers the explanation. Let's look at the resources. So yeah, I am following this course from Udemy and side by side preparing for this exam for Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst. And lastly, this article on Microsoft Learn, we will be looking at model relationship in Power BI desktops. So without further ado, let's go to the article. Yeah. So this article talks about model relationship in Power BI desktop. It covers what is the purpose of a relationship. It obviously when you are connecting more than one table, you have to define relationship if you want to use columns for another table, right? For example, sales table and product table. In sales table, let's say you are having the data for transactions occurring on a daily basis. Products table indicates the detail of the product, their category, subcategory, etc. So you have to apply the star schema. Star schema is nothing but you have to identify a dimension table in which, and then in the fact table. So dimension table is nothing but where transactions are happening. So sales table is a dimension one, and the fact table are the supporting table. For example, product, state, region, and date. So these are the this is the star schema wherein sales is connected to all the four supporting tables and it looks like a star, right? All of these. So yeah, and obviously there are different properties for relationship. It can be active, you can make it inactive. There are four cardinality types as we have seen in the slide: one to many, many to one, one to one, and many to many. So yeah, this article on Microsoft Learn covers about all four types of cardinality. And obviously you have to go through this note which is covered in purple box, that these are very important from the perspective of this exam, as it talks. Let's say many to many cardinality type is supported for models provided for Microsoft Power BI report server January 2024 and later. So earlier 2024, the many to many cardinality type is not supported. So this is one thing they can ask in this exam also. And this obviously example, this is the example of one to many. So one will be written to the product, sales is many is written by asterisk, and the arrow denotes the relationship from product to sales. And the next thing is cross filtered direction. In one to many you can have single and both direction. One to one is both. Many to many can be single and both. All right. So yeah, this article is more than enough in order to to prepare for this topic. It also covers the relevant DAX functions which are helpful in this cardinality types, for example, related table, reuse relationship, cross filter, etc. So that is on the article bit. Let's also see the one of the sample report to in the Power BI desktop. So as I was explaining, I have this expenditure table, which is the dimension table, and other tables like cost center, funds, recorded date, and expenditure line item, which are the fact table. As you can see, uh, Power BI is intelligent enough to automatically detect the relationship basis on the common column which does not have unique value. Let's say if you're talking about funds and expenditure, if you hover to the relationship, it will show you the direction, right? One is written on the funds, and then expenditure is written on the asterisk. Let me just zoom it a bit. Yeah. So again, you want to see the relationship column, so you have to right click on it and go to properties. So now you can see fund code from expenditure table is having relationship to fund code of funds table, right? And it is many to one, automatically detects the cross filter direction is single. You can also check and uncheck this relationship, which will make it active or inactive. For example, let me uncheck it. You can click save. So it is highlighted by a dotted line, right, which means that the relationship is inactive, right? So you cannot use fund code from this table to connect with expenditure table, right? So in order to use this, you have to again go to properties and make the relationship active. And again, the direction is basically from funds to expenditure, one to many. That's just how you can do it. You can also delete this relationship. Let's say delete, and you can create again. Now what you can do is drag and drop fund code from here to here. Yeah. And then one to many, save it, right? So that is how you can make and break relationship in Power BI desktop. And obviously it's a star schema, as I was explaining, because expenditure is the main dimension table and other artifacts table which are connecting to expenditure, and it looks like a star, right? The shape of the whole five tables in it. So yeah, this is on this topic. Hope you are following up with me and look forward to see you on the next episode. Thank you for watching.